All right, welcome back to Sunrise Daily. Well, yes, we're previewing the forthcoming Ondo governorship elections. Well, we're able to speak with Chief Olorunfemi as well this morning, so that may still happen. But a recent development, which is what Dr. Ayo Olorunfemi is going to talk to us about this morning. He joins us virtually today. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the program today. Can you hear me, Dr. Olorunfemi?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right. So there's been a lot of back and forth concerning the candidature for Labour Party. So we're reading certain statements here and there, seeing some documents, legal documents flying. Can you tell us what is going on?
Thank you very much, Chamberlain. You recall that the Labour Party conducted its primaries, and I emerged as the candidate of the party. And while things were going on, and we were preparing and going up and down campaigning, Ebishini surfaced, having lost in the PDP primaries, and was making every frantic effort to becoming the candidate of the Labour Party. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and we continue our work. Surprisingly, we discovered that he went to court secretly to obtain a judgment. You know, I have.
All right, so we lost that signal. We're going to go back to that in just a moment, so to shed some light. So part of the reason why we're bringing him to shed some light is because there's a court judgment, a court of appeal, Abuja, which is reported to have. Okay, Dr. Olorunfemi, are you back now?
Can you hear me?
Okay, so go ahead and continue the narrative. We're talking about the recent court decision.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so we had to go to the Court of Appeal, and thank God for the courts. They came out yesterday to set aside the judgment of the Federal High Court that granted, that ordered that INEC should upload the name of Ebishini, having discovered that that judgment was gotten through deception. Got to deceive the court to get that judgment. And in fact, as a matter of fact, the Labour Party was not informed of that matter, was not informed. The Labour Party never approved that case in court. And secondly, the Labour Party never forwarded his name to INEC as pronounced by the court. So the Court of Appeal saw all the facts laid before it, and came out with a conclusion that the court of the Federal High Court and the matter, the judgment must be set aside, and he ordered as such.
So as at this morning, because some of those documents, I mean, we've seen some of them as well, which is in the High Court of Appeal of Nigeria in Abuja between the Labour Party. We could see Chief Ebishani is copied here. Adedayo Awude is here. INEC is also here. The Notice of Appeal. So these are some of the processes. So as things stand this morning, who is the governorship candidate for Labour Party in Ondo State?
Dr. Ayodele Olorunfemi Festus is the candidate. I have been the candidate from the beginning, and somebody tried to steal that candidature, and the Court of Appeal has restored me back to my seat as the candidate of the party. So legitimately, legally, morally, I am the candidate of the party as at this moment.
So at the moment, your name has not reflected on INEC's site. What's going on with that?
That will be done. That will be done today. We got the judgment at around 3:30 yesterday. We've requested for the CTC and the enrollment order, which we believe will be ready this morning, and the letter will that will be communicated to the INEC, and we believe that INEC will do justice immediately before the election.
Okay, I'm just a little curious because now this judgment has come rather late in the day. It's just a few days now to the elections, and someone will wonder, what purpose will this serve? Because the chances that your house will go into these elections disunited is quite high. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, the house is not disunited. Recall that Ebishini was not a member of the party, and he's still not a member of the party. He contested the governorship candidacy with his colleagues in the PDP and lost. And so he's trying to bridge himself into the Labour Party using his PDP already balkanized structure. So the Labour Party structure is intact. You see from the campaign that he attended, the Labour Party members were not there. But anywhere we go, we see Labour Party following us in large number.
It's not only Labour Party. Sorry to interrupt you, sir. It's not only Labour Party who's going to be voting for you on that day. You will need members from all across the state to be able to make 2/3 of what it is that you need across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. You will need every single, you need a lot of votes from all of, whether they belong to Labour Party, APC, PDP, whether they even, have sympathies for these people. These are the votes of the people you're courting. So if, I want to believe that Mr. Ebishini will also have his own followers. If his followers on that day feel alienated about how things have now gone, don't you stand the risk of, losing out in terms of how this has now finally gone down?
Well, unfortunately, we had a pant. We have an ant in our pant, and we've been able to remove it, and the whole world knows this.
An ant in your pant? Oh dear, it appears it's frozen now.
Yeah.
But that's quite an imagery to use, Chamberlain, and answer the pant.
I think it's back now.
I mean, I understand the discomfort you are trying to, project, but when you use that same imagery, someone will say, are you calling him an ant?
No, what we are saying is that we have an ant in our pants, which has just been successfully removed. And Nigerian people understand this very well. And of course, they know what we have done. As a candidate, they know what I have done, and they know what I can do. And I've told the Ondo people what they stand to gain if elected as the governor of the state. And of course, it stems from education to health and to rural development. We've said it for the 15th time that what we are going to do, turn the rural communities into urban. It's an urbanization process of the rural communities that we told them we do. And we've told them everything we are going to do, and they know that they believe that we can do it because we are doing it as we speak.
Yeah, but at the moment, because he was campaigning vigorously before these judgments came through yesterday, and then several people still haven't gotten wind of this judgment or this decision in the States, and so you have those groups of people who will naturally be confused as to what's going on, how come.
Yeah, between now and before the election, we'll make sure that the social media is agog. And we'll also make sure that our house-to-house campaign continues. That one cannot stop. We continue to move, 1 to 10, 10 to 20. That is the approach we have been adopting. We believe it's going to work for us.
Yeah, but you don't have more than 24 hours to do all of this, do you?
This thing can happen within, things can change within the next 4 hours. I believe in God, and that is the one I serve. He owns the heart of man. And so when we have our structure in place, and once they are now sure of who the candidate is, they will go
the other candidates too believe in God, and they've been doing their work a long time ago. So God isn't going to be power, just give it to you. You just understand now. They've been doing things for a long time. So it is what you sow that you will reap.
All power belongs to God, and He gives it to whoever He wants. And so if we are looking up to God, and God truly gave us a leader, won't be in the mess that we find ourselves today. I'm not desperate to be a governor. I want to help the people. God is leading me in this direction. And so it's now left for the people to think deeply and say, oh, this person seems to be different from all those people that we have been talking about, and cast their vote along that line. If I become governor today, it's not going to add anything to it can only add to my life after. It cannot add to my life within here. It will only add to my life after, because I have to give report back to my God and say, this is what you asked me to do, and I have submitted, I have done it, and I'm submitting back to you. So for me, my being in this contest is not like others. Yeah, we are different, and we are different people entirely.
Well, I'm just a little curious as to, you've talked about how your house is in order, but we know that elections, even for people whose houses are in order and who did not have court cases, they always have their own fears, and they always have their own worries as to how the day itself will go. I do not know whether, if you were to look back at the history of how elections have been conducted in Ondo, you harbor any any suspicions as to, or any fears as to how the day itself is going to go down. Do you have confidence, for instance, in the electoral umpire to be able to deliver a credible process?
All right, welcome back. Apologies for that. We lost some audio there, so we had to just see how we could sort that out. Dr. Olorunfemi, our concluding moment with you this morning, as this judgment has just come through. Some people still trying to grapple with it. As a matter of fact, we also did reach out to Chief Misheni. We're hoping to see how to get his response to this, if he's aware of this. But as we speak, we've not been able to get across to him. We did yesterday, though, but this morning we've not been successful with that. So as we progress to Saturday, you are confident that the commission will effect the change and have your name as the candidate. So in terms of security, I know several persons have spoken about some flashpoints, what to expect, some strength. What is your own strength, by the way? What locations are you hoping to pull a lot of votes to get victory for these elections?
We are counting on our people in the central region of the state, and we are also looking forward to the north, where we have a lot of benefit going to the people there. So there they even know us more as per what we can do, what we are doing right now. So what we stand for, our worldview. So they know this, and so we are looking at getting our biggest vote from the central, the north, and whatever we're able to get from the south, because we go there and struggle to get, since we know that all other candidates are from the south, whatever we can muster from that side, give us give us what we need.
All right, Dr. Ayo Olorunfemi, we'll have to thank you for talking to us. As a result of the court judgment this morning, you say you are the governorship candidates for Labour Party in these elections, and you're looking to get to INEC to effect that change. We do thank you for coming on this morning, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. God bless you.